Alright, this is another video for section 6.2 through 6.5, and this is similarity with parallel lines. Now, the reason this is separate is because it doesn't necessarily deal with similar polygons, but what happens is that we end up with a proportion. So here's our big idea. It says when parallel lines, and you need 3 of them, cut 2 transversals, it creates a proportion. We have an example here, and these are probably my favorite types of problems in this section because they're super easy to figure out. You have 3 parallel lines. We know they're parallel because of the triangles that are placed on each of the lines, okay? That means that they're parallel, they're never going to intersect each other. And we have 2 transversals, here and here, and the 3 parallel lines cut both of those transversals. Now what happens is we set up a proportion. This sets up a nice proportion for us. And what I like to tell people to do is you go down one side. You can go either up or down, it doesn't matter, but you pick one side and you follow it down or to the left or to the right, whatever direction you want. But you follow it down and you set up a ratio, a fraction. We started at 21 and then we hit x plus 5. We do the same thing on the other side. Equals 15 over x plus 3. And there's our proportion. That's all we have to do to set it up. Now we solve it, we cross multiply. So we have 15 times x plus 5 equals 21 times x plus 3. Notice I put the denominators of both in parentheses because we're going to have to distribute. It doesn't just get multiplied to the first term of the denominator. It has to go to both. So we're going to distribute. 15 times x is 15x. 15 times 5 is 75 equals 21 times x is 21x. 21 times 3 is 63, so plus 63. Now we solve it like we normally would. We're going to subtract 15x from both sides. Those cancel. We're left with 75 equals 21x minus 15x is 6x plus 63. Now we're going to subtract 63 from both sides. Those cancel. So 6x equals 75 minus 63 is 12. Divide both sides by 6. 12 divided by 6 is 2, so x is 2. Now, all we did is we found x in this particular problem. If it asked us to find the line segments, we would plug it back in, but we're going to stop here because it doesn't tell us to go any farther. And that's all we have to do if there's parallel lines and 3 parallel lines and they're cut by 2 transversals. That's how we would set up a proportion, and that's how we would solve it. If you have any questions, go back and rewatch this video. If not, then you're good to go. But if you do have questions, rewatch the video, bring them to class next time.